I don't know why it says 1 second there. But we're on. We're live. Welcome, everybody, to the Ninja Robot Weekly podcast, where we talk about all of the top news from this past week in maker, robotics, games, arcade, esports, and in, of course, surrogate news. This week, I am joined by our... Well, you can introduce yourself, I guess.
Yes, by me, Mehdi, Business Development Director at Surrogate. I worked a few years actually creating games as we are doing
That's
here
true.
Before joining Surrogate. And yeah, that's a space I love to talk about. And we'll talk about robotics, tech, and games.
Yeah, if you guys want to learn a little bit about what Mehdi did in the past, it was a company called Kizbat, K-I-Z-B-A-T, where they wanted to do fighting robots over the internet. So it's pretty cool. And there's a whole story behind that. Maybe we'll get into that at some point on one of these podcasts. So yeah, without further ado, it is 3:17 p.m. Some awkward time here in Helsinki, or just outside of Helsinki, Finland. This is the Ninja Robot Podcast. Did that actually have music on? I don't think it did because I didn't hear it on the transition. All right, so this week in the top tech news that I found, this one is, let me turn off the, well, I can just talk over it. Humans have taken their first trip inside a Hyperloop. This just came out from Virgin's Hyperloop. They did a manned pilot where they could Jesus, this sound is just going crazy. How do I turn down the sound? Well, you can watch this video and learn about it. If you're listening, sorry, this is a little bit of a cluster here. So they did their first manned group wearing their masks, of course, in a little tube, flying for the first time with people in this Hyperloop. This is Virgin's, by the way. It's not the one that Elon Musk did. But as you can see here, these two very ecstatic people are on the future of trains in a tube.
Today, the first people traveled safely on a Hyperloop. Tomorrow, Virgin Hyperloop.
Very, very happy. So yeah, in the future, they can, if you don't know about Hyperloops in the future, you can go places extremely fast. It's like a vacuum tube. If you ever been to the bank in like US, maybe in other countries, I guess, I don't know if it's a normal thing or not, but you have the vacuum tube that sucks the shit out of the, oh, sorry. it sucks your money through a tube to the bank teller. So that's exactly what you're doing. So any young kid thought like, hey, what if I was in one of those vacuum tubes? And that's what they're doing now. That's the future of transportation.
Yeah, I just picked up the news here. I opened it up. So if people are wondering like how fast it goes and so on, it went over 200 kilometers an hour, which is over 100 miles per hour. They said that it went over 500 meters in just 15 seconds. And this track was in, I don't know if you said it, in Nevada. So they have the test track. So the whole point is to get people to travel faster from point A to point B, and that is it.
And what do you guys think? Is this actually the future of transportation?
Well, at 200 kilometers per hour, it's not going to be the future yet. They still need to improve on that speed because the trains in France, for example, where I'm from, are faster than that. In Japan too, the Shinkansen, and so on. So I guess it's still a testing period, but it shows that the tubes work and they can actually suck people up from one point to another, and then they will start increasing the speed for sure. But as a first test, I guess the couple that was in that tube didn't want to go at 1,000 kilometers per hour as a test.
Well, I mean, that would be a pretty cool test.
Yeah, but
it might be a big splat too.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the test. Yeah, I don't know. And then Elon Musk wants to also do rockets that deliver people across the world. So you don't take planes, you're just shooting around in rockets that self-land.
How does that work?
So it's just like the self-landing rockets they have now.
Right.
Like once they they release the stage and it lands.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do that, but you're gonna shoot up to
Yeah.
another part of the world and then land
So they just send it out into like the atmosphere somewhere, like really high up.
outside of the atmosphere and then drop down wherever you are on Earth. So you could be on the other side of the world in like in a couple hours or something, or maybe even less than that. I don't actually know the time. I mean, it's super fast, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But then it as the question, or begs the question, can we bring back the that super fast plane? What was the name of it?
Concords.
Concords.
Yeah.
That thing was sick.
Speed of sound.
Air France had those.
Yes.
Yeah, and British
Right?
Airways.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the problem was they were too loud, they weren't efficient, and they were
loud,
kind
right.
of dangerous.
I think. Okay. Well, I'm
Well, there are a
speaking-
few theories,
Yeah.
kind of conspiracy theories that we are not going to into right now. But basically, yeah, it was a
can.
beautiful.
Go. One,
it was
one.
a beautiful machine. The Concorde was amazing. And right now, I know there's a startup from Y Combinator, if I'm right, that's doing that actually.
Another
And
Concorde.
yes, a high-speed
Okay.
plane, and Paul Graham is always posting about it on Twitter all the time. And they have a pretty beautiful machine, and they are going to test it very soon, I guess.
Well, maybe we'll have to cover it whenever they do the tests. Bring it out to you guys on the Ninja Robot podcast.
Yeah.
But let's move on to our first topic of news this week, and that is Maker News. All right. This week in Maker News, and for those who don't know, every week we talk about the people we saw actually making something with their hands, something physical. Makers around the internet, trying to give them a little bit more coverage, show people what they're doing. So this one I actually got from the weirdest of places. It was on TikTok. And I didn't go on TikTok and see it because I don't go on TikTok. But this was covered by Hackaday. And the name of the guy is a bunch of numbers that you can see on the top left of the screen. But check out this thing that he made. It is, I guess the user's name is unknown even to Hackaday.
Oh, look at
but
that.
It's this crazy thing where you can turn your body in the middle of this three-wheeled vehicle, and the dude's going right onto the traffic. Or okay, I thought he was, but I mean that looks like almost like like a futuristic lawnmower. He goes in all directions, like an omnidirectional.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, let's show that one more time. And it's so put together with like rusty random metal. It's like super dangerous.
Yeah.
But it's really awesome that the guy made this, and he's just spinning this wheel to turn.
Wait, is he like rotating inside that circle sphere thing that he's sitting in somehow?
Yeah, he's rotating too, and the wheels are rotating.
Yeah.
From what I understand. Wait, let's go right to the beginning because
This
right
is too
here,
much engineering for my brain.
Wait, let's watch. Doesn't he rotate?
Watch this.
Yeah, he rotates
Yeah.
himself and the wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so cool. and obviously it's some gearing that he put together to make this actually happen, but
Yeah.
very
And
unique.
he's always facing the direction he's going to.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's what baby
he goes
use.
with those wheels.
Babies
True.
use that for like to learn how to walk.
Ah, that's right. The ones
Yeah.
where you're like in the diaper or like in the.
Oh yeah,
underwear
that's
you walk.
true.
Maybe he was just so nostalgic and he wanted to be a baby again,
That's
and
the-
now he can
yeah,
have all
it's
the fun he
retro
wants.
time.
Yeah.
Everybody's bringing things back.
Chinese TikTok is on another level. That's for
This
sure.
is real. This is apparently on the Western TikTok.
It is.
Yeah. It says.
'Cause it's all in Chinese.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, I guess his stuff. It says the platform known as TikTok in the. Oh no, it's on Douyin.
That's Chinese TikTok.
Chinese
yeah.
TikTok. Okay, yeah. But yeah, cool guy. I guess he'll never
Yeah.
probably see this, but if we can find him, I'd like him to hear our reactions to his cool thing. I don't have the pictures here, but he actually has suspension on all the on each wheel.
Like separate suspension on both
He's got
sides.
4 shocks and springs on each wheel.
Oh.
So the whole thing is like
Yeah.
it's actually more complicated than it looks. But anyways, that's the first part of Maker News. The next thing I saw this week from the Makerspace is this guy here, Will Cogley. I got this from Hackaday. Will Cogley is slowly but surely building a beautiful bionic hand. The sheer amount of engineering and thought that went into the design is incredible. Those who take their hands for granted often don't consider the different ways that their digits can move. And he's obviously gone really in depth He's trying to make like a really realistic human hand. And I mean, he's got all the different movements if you look at this video.
Yeah.
And I do believe it's all 3D printed, and you can find all of the files on his GitHub. So if you're interested in building this robot hand yourself, head on over to his GitHub. You can probably get the link easiest by just going to Hackaday and looking up Meticulous Bionic Hand. But pretty incredible when somebody spends so much time and focus and trying to do some specific thing so well. I wonder how many, probably years, this guy's been building this hand.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to tell us in the chat.
It's impressive. He's using some wires actually to pull the fingers. Like he doesn't have a servo motor in each of these articulations.
Yeah.
So it's like he put the motor around the wrist, I guess,
Right,
and he
pull
pulls
on.
all the all the wires, which mimics the hand movements in a much better way.
That's actually anatomically correct as well. Like there is
Yeah.
only one muscle, or
Yeah.
like not muscle, but like going through your finger
Yeah.
that actually pulls it.
Yeah.
So that's why you cannot like move only the top of your finger or tip of
Yeah.
your finger.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
really, really cool project.
Would you cut
Just
one
came
of your
out
hands
yesterday.
to put that? Would you?
Would I did like Luke Skywalker?
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
because it's
that'd
so
be
cool.
That would be.
Yeah.
If it could be powered by the heat of your body,
Yeah.
then it's totally worth it.
Well, yeah.
Then you don't need a battery to hold on top of you.
I'm just
Yeah.
wondering, how do you even begin to plan that? How do you
What?
What?
like that hand? I'm
Yeah.
looking. I'm still just, my jaw is like open here, looking at this in just awe of how
Yeah.
intricate it is.
Yeah. He's definitely thought a lot about this hand. I'm sorry for those who are listening, but it's a visual thing. There's so many parts that this guy made to this robotic hand, and you can get the parts on his GitHub again. So if this interests you, definitely go check it out. Even though I do 3D printing and building stuff, this just looks like a huge project that would take me even 6 months to go through his GitHub and figure all this stuff out and get it all working with some code. So it's very, very interesting. So really cool
Yeah.
project. All right. Also in Maker News this week on SurrogateTV, TGC Fabian, one of our new creators, created a second game already. And he created this one where you can control a real Nintendo DS over the internet. And I think he has Mario hooked up right now. So you can go there and play that for free. And it's a real Nintendo DS that you're controlling. Just like you're controlling a real Mario Kart on our racetrack, you're controlling a real Nintendo DS here. Of course, if you want to become a creator, on the top of the Surrogate TV page, you can click Become a Creator on that button, and we will reach out to you and try to help you out to create some stuff. There's a ton more stuff coming in the next couple weeks, too. There's a bunch of creators making some really fun stuff, and you can have a VIP section on our Discord community. So yeah, really cool. Really, did you guys get to play this game yet or no?
Not yet. No.
I played it when he first implemented this. When he was testing it, you had to spam forward to keep Mario going forward. So it was super hard to control.
Yeah.
But I stayed there for about an hour.
Yeah.
It was like the challenge. Like, can I get to the next level by
Yeah.
spamming forward and then jump? Spamming forward, jump. And I could only get to like mid level 2 on Mario, so it was quite hard.
So how many games did he create so far? Like 3 or 4?
This is his second game, I believe. He has the. He just did one last week
Yeah.
with the Pixel Bot. He had that. Technically
Yeah.
not a game,
Because
but he hooked
I
up
saw
the
a small
Pixel Bot.
robot that he was hooking up also.
Yeah, Fabian apparently has a lot of different things he wants to hook up here. So
Yeah.
but yeah, if you guys want to do this yourself, become a creator.
Yeah.
We'll move on to our next topic of news this week, and that is robotics news. I guess the audio's not working.
Yeah, there's something screwed up in the settings. I'm not sure about it.
All right, this week in robotics news, I found this one called the Magnetic Freebot. And its balls which you can build up forms and walk around and stuff. It's hard to explain, but you can see here it's a ball that has magnets on the outside, and it can crawl on these ferromagnetic areas. I guess it's not. I guess there's probably some just iron behind this box. And anyways, you can roll up these balls, but then you can also hook them together so they're modular, and you can create like one form that potentially does something.
Yeah.
I got this off of Tech Explorer, but yeah, up to 50 were used in another video, which is quite interesting to think about, because when I was doing a startup in the past called Moti, we were creating shape programmable materials, and we were trying to build up forms with well, I'm not going to go super in depth in it, but this is a very similar thing you can do. You can build up balls to create forms that actually build up into different things. So it's a nice take on it. I'm interested to see how far they go with this.
And as always, people are going to use this as geisha balls for sure. So
What's a geisha ball?
okay, let's not go into that now. Then
This sounds oddly inappropriate.
Look at SI.
What is a geisha ball? Now you got to tell me.
Yeah, we'll see. Alexi will answer the comments if there are questions about that.
Okay,
but
he's
it will
holding
be
his face.
Nice programmable balls
I'm an innocent
for
boy.
any kind
I
of
don't
use
know what
case.
he's
Maybe a
talking
bit too
about.
big, but yeah.
In the comments we had Steven say that it's like BB-8 from Star Wars.
Yeah.
In some ways. I mean, yeah, they have the internals of that is just like a stationary thing that's kind of floating, and then it's turning the bot on top of it. The BB-8 actually works really simply, but this one they stuck magnets on the outside, and then you can kind of link them together.
Yeah.
But like what I think in my head is I immediately want to miniaturize it and have a bunch of these little balls creating shapes and moving. So this might be the start of something interesting.
Yeah.
Because I was in this space for about 5 years trying to create small shape programmable materials and robots. So this is pretty cool.
Who are you, Shane? Today you told me about you've made car suspensions as well as a company, and
Yeah, I showed you that.
how long have you been alive?
2 months. It's impressive.
In 2 months I've accomplished.
He's done everything in every part of the world so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah. I like to build things. I like to build stuff. Especially like mechanical stuff. That's what really gets me. So the next thing on robotics news this week, using social robots to improve children's language skills. So a now robot, I think it's the name of that little tiny white robot. It's going to show up in a second. Is delivering a language shower program to children at a daycare center in Oslo. So they're using these small robots, and they found that the foreign kids who come there who don't speak Norwegian learn better from talking to this little robot.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because normally you would think like, oh, human interaction is the best thing, but they're actually having success teaching kids Norwegian through a robot.
Yeah.
I don't know why it shows like a PowerPoint presentation right here. This video must be extremely long, but here you can see they're sitting on the ground, and there's that robot on top of me, the Now robot.
Now,
but aren't these
yeah.
things like 10 grand or something? These
Yes,
10
it's
or
French
12.
company also that made them at,
Is it?
at the time. Yeah. Yeah.
Dang, it's like French episode here.
Yeah,
and we
exactly.
got Mehdi on here, French guy.
And it was
Next we're
sold
gonna
to.
be eating French fries.
I met the CEO actually. He's a great guy, and they built amazing robots. They had an amazing team, and then
Okay.
they sold to SoftBank. So SoftBank owns.
That's right,
this company
SoftBank.
now.
Yeah, that's immediately what I was thinking. Yeah, but you could see. I guess they don't really show the kids learn. They blurred out their face, but sounds like an interesting future where kids learn language skills from robots.
I guess
walking around.
you don't feel judged by the machine when you want to learn a new language,
That's
and
true.
you know that you're not going to be great at it. So maybe the robot is not going to judge you, and that's why.
Yeah,
it's,
I have a
it
lot of
might
people
help.
judging me when I speak Finnish.
Yeah.
That's only because you were so bad at it.
Well, exactly.
because you just
if I
know
talk to a
insults.
robot, he'd be like, "That's
Yeah.
pretty close."
So clearly
You guys
there is
are
a
like,
market
"What?"
for
I'll
these
say
robots.
I'll say
Yeah.
the same word like 5 times, and they're like, "What? And then I'll say the same word the 6th time. They're like, "Oh, you mean this?" And they'll say it exactly the same as me. And I'm like, "That's exactly what I said." Screw it. I'll speak English.
That's what you think.
No, it sounds exact. I'm like so perfect. with this Florida accent. Puhutko swarmin. All right.
What?
Yeah.
See, you didn't
Yeah,
understand.
he does, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I said,
That-
do you
that doesn't
speak
work
Finnish?
in,
Puhutko suomea? Puhutko
Puhutko suomea?
See, that's exactly what I said.
no, you missed that.
Puhutko suomea.
And they're like, no, not at all.
Puhutko suomea.
He's
You
a tough
forgot the
student.
A at the end.
Puhutko suomea.
There you go.
Did I say it right?
Yes.
I don't want to sound like that though.
Oh, well.
Puhutko suomea.
I'm sorry that is our language.
That's not how you have to talk though, like this.
No one's telling you to
Puhutko
bob your head
suomea.
around like that.
Well, you kind of did it when you did it. Anyways, this robot would be on my side. You'd be like, that's pretty good. Let's keep practicing.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to check this story out, it is on Tech Explorer. Interesting future with robots. All right, we're going to move on to our next topic of news this week, and that is game news. Alrighty. This week's biggest game news. Well, I mean, there's two really big ones. I'll talk about the first one with Roblox. They are hosting a Little Nas X concert this Saturday. So if you guys don't know, this is the guy who got really popular singing that Old Town Road.
Yep.
Take my horse to the Old Town
He just
Road.
released a brand new song, I think, last night, and it's like futuristic Christmas theme song.
Is
It's
it
crazy.
called? Is it this one called Holiday?
Wow.
Yeah, this is it.
But no, it's supposed to release.
Well, the video was out already. I saw it this morning for some reason.
What's the date today?
Today is
13th.
Friday 13th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it comes out tomorrow. This one. So maybe that was a different song.
No, it was that one because
This one.
Yeah,
But they're gonna have the concert on
Someone
Roblox
leaked
tomorrow to release the song.
I'm just saying. I don't know
He's
where.
hacking Little Nas's computer or something. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
called the Little Nas X concert experience, and it's gonna be on Roblox.
It's out. It came out 8 hours ago. The song.
What the?
Yeah, it's on his personal YouTube.
So maybe they want to get kids to like the song, and then like, "Dang, I definitely got to go see that concert now.
Yeah.
Versus like, maybe the song's gonna suck. I'm not gonna show up.
Marketing 101.
So was it a good song? Okay.
I mean,
You're not
But
the
you're
audience.
also
You're
not
not
he's
the
a little
audience.
popish and so on. So I guess younger
catchy.
demographic. Where
It's catchy
Yeah.
songs. I like that Old Town Road song.
yeah, no, I have
I liked
nothing
it.
against the artist or nothing. That song was just it's a weird like mashy Christmas mock-up modern
Yeah.
futuristic version of I don't know what song, holiday song, but
Mm.
it's like a Christmas song.
So some metrics for you guys if you're wondering. Roblox is one of the most popular games at the moment with more than 164 million monthly active players. And many of the children are aged under 16. And then obviously they're trying to compete with what Epic Games did on Fortnite in the past. They had Travis Scott with 12.3 million viewers
Whoa.
in his concert on Fortnite.
That was crazy.
Wasn't
I don't
there
even
another
play-
one too that was huge on Fortnite? Or was it that the one?
No, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even play Fortnite, and I watched it.
This is the metaverse, people. Soon you're going to be doing everything in Fortnite and Roblox.
Yeah, it's really this social gaming approach that they try to give. They start with a game and then they try to get people to interact there and not interact as much as before on Messenger, on WhatsApp or whatever. So, for example, the kids on Roblox, they hang out there to after school and they just talk and do stuff and play a few games. But it's more a social thing than a game thing now.
Yeah.
But it's a way for the companies just to basically own everything that's happening with the kids. So like they are
Yeah.
on their website. They don't go to external sites to
Exactly.
chat or play or anything. It's all on there.
Yeah, this is what they're calling the metaverse.
Yeah.
And Fortnite or Epic, was it Fortnite or Epic? Anyways, the CEO came out and said they are openly trying to create the metaverse, which means it's an area or a location you're going to go to that you'll never have to leave for anything. So you don't have to go to a YouTube after that. You don't have to go to another place to buy something. You'll walk around in Fortnite doing all of your normal stuff you need to do. So that's like the end goal. If you can own that metaverse, then you basically own the new internet.
So like you need groceries.
Yeah,
could
you can
order
buy
it.
everything.
Yeah,
go right to
you
the store.
walk into a store in the game and you actually literally order it and shows up at your door.
That would be like the epitome of like what a metaverse is.
Are you still
You would
on?
never leave Fortnite.
Are you still on Roblox a lot?
I check in every couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some good games on Roblox.
Yeah.
I like the concepts. Like, there's some kids coming in with some amazing concepts. because they just make whatever they have in their head, and it's so easy.
Yeah.
So it's really nice.
But I mean, they don't. Their imagination is limitless with kids, most likely.
Yeah.
So.
They're not confined into a box.
Exactly.
And they're not looking like, oh, is this going to be good or bad before they make it. They just make it, and then all of a sudden it blows up.
And they have like a super optimistic view of the world. Like they don't start with like, oh, but we can't do that part, and they're just like, I want this. This is my head. I'm gonna create it.
That's
I've seen
too
some
hard to
nuts.
create. No, I'm gonna learn how to create it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some crazy ones. Like, you're just running from a giant. And that's the whole game, but it's so fun. You're just running from a giant. And then one of the people, or no, it's not even anybody's the giant. It's just a AI giant.
Yeah.
And he tracks people and you run away.
Is
and
it like
survives.
you run along a course, or is it open?
You're just in an
world?
open map.
Okay.
And the giant just starts tracking after you and then tries to pick you up and throw you. And then you die, of course. But it's super cool games, and there's a lot of cool
That
games.
just sounds like some kid who had a bad nightmare, and then he woke up and he was like, "I'm gonna make a game out of it."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I had nightmares when I was a kid. The palm tree, huge giant palm tree, was trying to kill me.
Isn't that the
No, it's not the
children's?
same? You guys didn't have that?
The children's?
No,
no, we're not all. We didn't all grow up in Florida. we
You
had
don't have palm trees
we,
here?
no, for us it was like spruce trees.
Birch trees, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's obvious why Roblox has so many concurrent monthly players. It's just a growing, amazing platform. All right, so let's move on to the next part of game news this week, of course, which is the biggest, is that the PS5 and the Xbox Series X both came out in this last week. And I got on Tech Radar discussing, like, which one should you get? But what do you guys think? Which one should you get?
PS.
PS2.
Exclusive games are so much better.
I feel like S is going to say Xbox.
Sorry, PC Master Race. Not gonna.
That wasn't the question.
Wow.
Though.
Yeah, but it's
That
one
was
or the,
the
other.
question.
If you had
Wow.
to choose one, then you would definitely pick an Xbox. It's more like a PC.
The only reason I'd get Xbox is for Halo. Literally the only reason I'd get it.
And there is a new Halo that came out, so
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, let's not go to Halo discussion, but I
I
think
would choose
343
Xbox.
just ruined the franchise.
I've always been on Xbox. So
Did you see the on social media there was videos that came out that they were smoking, like smoke coming out of the Xboxes. Right,
like on purpose or not?
So it went viral, a few of the
Yeah.
clips, and then turned out that some of the guys who posted videos, they came out and said that it was actually a vape smoke.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So they just
Because
hit
it
it.
has those holes on the top of that.
Yeah, and
Would
what
look cool.
Xbox actually sent out a tweet yesterday, I think, and said that we can't believe we have to say this out loud, but do not please vape into the Xboxes.
Yeah. Kids these days with their vapes.
But I got to say, the videos were pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Like, they looked really cool.
They should add a vape
realistic.
attachment inside that smoke comes out, and you get your nice fruity banana
Yeah.
smell.
I
playing
imagine
your
the
Xbox.
marketing at Xbox when they see all these videos going viral with Xbox just having smokes going out, like it doesn't work, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, they are going to ruin the launch!"
Yeah.
Like just now, everyone's gonna get a PlayStation. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So
But you need the PlayStation. Somebody's got to
Yeah.
put flames shooting out the back. It's like, well, smoke's better than flames.
But there was also actually a real fault in some of the Xboxes
Okay.
that the disc does not go in properly, so it gets stuck and it just make this like rambling noise. Like
Didn't
it
they
doesn't
learn
take it in.
anything from Xbox 360?
No, of course not. No. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Halo, the red Ring of Fire comes back for some reason. You know, remember that
Out of
thing?
nowhere.
How ridiculous was
Red
that?
Ring of Death.
You know, you'd be like, hey, you bought a new Xbox, but in a week it might die and you have to get a new one, or it might take 2 years. But either way, it might come and we have no idea.
Like, I wonder how many videos that was like someone actually made a song of the Araro, the Red Ring of Death.
Okay.
Like, there's a video in YouTube, music song.
the red ring.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
So Tech Radar also picked PlayStation, but they picked it based mainly on the controller. It seems, because apparently the new controller has some amazing haptic feedback.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's supposed to feel really cool, but then the Xbox is more powerful in computing power.
Are you
more than
gonna
the
Are you gonna
PS.
get either of them? Or are you? No.
If I did, I'd get the Xbox.
Okay.
I just like Xbox more. I like the controllers more normally. I like the original Xbox controller.
Yeah.
Like the
fat
first,
one?
The
huge one.
So cool.
The
I was a
huge-
little kid with this huge controller, but you feel powerful. You're like, yeah, I'm really driving this real car. Project Gotham Racing.
Yeah. I mean, I was always team PlayStation, but my neighbor's dad used to work for Xbox, so he got early releases and everything, and it took me probably like half a year, but then I was like, this controller is so much better actually, because it does really shape around your hand.
Yeah, all the new controllers are kind of small, I think. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic of news. And this week in arcade news. All right, the Pac-Man card game by Steamforged Games is released, in case you guys were waiting on this. Steamforged Games, the company known such as tabletop games like God Tier and Guild Ball, are releasing a new card game based on the classic Bandai Namco arcade game Pac-Man. Veteran arcade game players and newcomers in the gaming scene alike are sure to enjoy this card game when it hits stores today. This year. It's like I said,
This
November
year,
13th
yeah.
this year, but they just wrote this. How does it work? Your aim is to get the most points without being knocked out by ghosts, obviously. Fruit and pack dot cards are worth points. Power-up cards have special rules, like having 2 players swap hands, and 3 ghost cards will knock you out of the game. Like, I wonder how it plays in reality. Might be interesting. I don't know. I guess they got the licensing and all that for
What's the price on it?
the price. They do not give a price, but I guess you guys can check it out today if you are interested. Might be a fun game to try out, maybe with like in a group. It's meant to have 2 to 4 players and can last anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes. So it's an extended play game. But yeah, you can check it out. This is made by Steamforged Games, and I got this story off of bleedingcool.com. All right, next in arcade news this week, pretty bad news, actually. The EU imposed a pinball tariff.
What?
Whoa, wait, let me tell you. What do the following have in common? Tomato ketchup, orange juice, cheddar cheese, tobacco, pinball, sweet potatoes, and tractors. They are all a few of the U.S. produced products that are facing a 25% price hike following a new retaliatory move by the European Union in an ongoing dispute with the USA. So it's if you want to buy a pinball machine now, you're fit into this. On this screen, you can't see it, but over there, you're fit into this little code, which is apparently for pinball, and you're gonna have to pay 25% on top of the pinball machine now. It's ridiculous.
What?
25.
Yeah,
Yeah, because these machines cost
25%,
around 10,000 euros
and
or
then boom,
dollars.
$2,500 on top of that.
Yeah. So
this
it's
rule-
pretty ridiculous, and I don't see the point.
Yeah, what is the
actually.
point?
And apparently, it's somewhere in here. None of the pinball people in Europe, all the pinball people in Europe have stopped their orders because they actually think this is going to get overturned in 2021.
Yeah.
They're hoping, at least.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because it's ridiculous to pay 25% on this,
I still don't get it
on
why.
a pinball
And it's
machine.
not like the pinball industry is huge. Maybe that's why they just wanted to do some measures that will not have any major consequences.
Well, this is how it
And
works
that's why
in
they
government.
picked up like pinball, which
Many times, they just want to get a win.
yeah.
So they're like, well, let's pick something. I don't know, pinball. All right, we did something for the EU today.
Well,
And
it's
then pinball owners are like, what?
Well, it's not like the pinball industry is in a good situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Overall,
They
like-
might kill it altogether.
I don't
in
know.
Europe, at least,
I guess
in this.
Stern is not mainly selling to arcades. They're selling to like rich people who collect them.
Wait,
Yeah.
is it like it's some sort of tax or?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
So technically, you can get
Value-added
it
tax.
back though. You can get reimbursed.
it's an importation
but
tax.
it's
I guess if
in
you import from the
addition
US.
to a standard sales tax.
Okay.
So you're gonna end up paying like 50% on the extra on a pinball machine. It's. So, anyways, yeah. So they're saying that the UK, since they're getting out of the EU soon, will probably overthrow it as soon as they're out of the EU. So that's good for them, and maybe you could import it under the table from UK back into Europe. But others are hoping that it's actually going to get overturned in 2021. So if you're in Europe and buying a pinball machine right now, I think this is just in effect right now. So you're going to maybe want to work or just wait for this to get thrown over.
But if it stays, I would imagine that more people would start renting machines then. Because it doesn't apply to that, right? It's only if you make the purchase of the machine.
Actually, it's already in place. So after 3 days ago,
Yeah, it is Friday the 13th still, Shane.
3 days ago, this went into place. So if you're trying to buy a pinball machine, you just got some terrible luck. That's a nice end to your 2021. You're like, damn, what was the game that just came out recently from Jersey Jack?
End of the tour. The
Avengers? No, that was Stern.
No.
That was Stern's.
From Jersey Jack. We just covered it like 2 weeks ago. But anyways, if you were going to get that,
Guns N' Roses. Was that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
unfortunately, if you didn't get it before the November 10th, you're going to get...
Apologies that we didn't bring this up on the last episode. You would have had like 4 days.
I unfortunately didn't know about this. But yeah, you might want to wait till next year. Okay, now let's move on to our next topic of news this week, and that is esports news. All right. Grid Esports has announced an official data partnership with the Drone Champion League. The deal will encompass the resumption of the In Real Life Gaming League in 2021, as well as races hosted in Drone Champions League, the game. This is the first time that Grid has gone into like a physical-based game because of course, you're flying real drones. But funnily enough, my printed over all the words. So I can't actually tell you about this news, but from what I remember, it's the first time Grid has ever been involved with a physical esport in a way, because I mean it's electronics. Of course, all the people driving are in person, and they're all driving the remote controllers in this drone racing. But interesting news that they have a partnership now, and apparently, this Drone Champions League has been having a lot of popularity since it started in 2016, and they're saying that the deal is looking towards a new future of esports with physical stuff. If you know Surrogate, you know that that's what we do. We do physical stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, how does esports,
Yeah.
that's like electronic sports, translate to drone racing?
Yeah, do they
Yeah.
have a simulator?
They have a simulator, yeah.
Maybe people just compete there and the best ones, or maybe they just, I don't know, like they sponsor some events or they have some brackets to run these physical events as an esports show and something like that. But it's true that the main point of esports is having millions of players playing any kind of games and having these tournaments online. And the fact that everything is online makes it much easier to run things. Here with the physical approach, if you cannot control them over the internet, as you might be able to on Surrogate,
Surrogate.
yeah, then I don't see the point of doing esports. But
You heard it here today.
Yeah.
There's no point.
there's
Not without us!
Not
Yeah.
without Surrogate. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's nice to see the drone world is progressing. Drones are really cool. Drone racing is really cool.
yeah.
Let's see what they do with that. All right. Next in esports news this week, Honda doubles down on an esports integration with Twitch, with a Twitch reveal campaign. Honda is targeting esports fans with a 2022 Honda Civic reveal on Twitch. It will be the first time a car manufacturer has unveiled a product this way. The live stream will take place on November 17th. That's coming up next week. On Honda's head-to-head Twitch channel, there, viewers will be able to get the first glimpse on the 11th generation Civic in its prototype form. A digital-first reveal is a perfect way to connect with gamers and their turf, says the people at Honda. They have a long history of partnering with the video game industry and promoting their products to like the younger generation.
Yeah, for example, in Street Fighter 2, like the sumo is Honda, if I remember correctly. Maybe it was sponsored at the time.
Yeah, like
Now
here they sponsored
they are.
this. It's like an esports. They sponsor League of Legends.
So they are
and
going to do the worldwide reveal on
Twitch. Yeah. So
Is
there's
this like coming because Skoda has had the ice hockey skin for a long, long time? So is Honda going to the esports?
well, they sponsor esports
Yeah.
stuff. Like here, they
On League of Legends, yeah.
Yeah, they sponsor League of Legends.
It's really weird though.
Team Liquid is one of their teams that they sponsor.
Yeah.
And the actual League of Legends Championship series. Yeah.
And you can watch Twitch while driving your Honda, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's the best way to see a Honda reveal. Be in your car and watch it.
Super safe and perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, does it work? Does this kind of marketing work? Like you reveal
Well,
a
if
car?
you're trying to get to the younger generation, Civics have always been sort of targeted at the younger people.
because I was thinking it's a car like kids nowadays. They like to like mod it up and stuff, right? The Civics.
Well, they used to back in
Yeah.
Fast
But,
and
like-
Furious. I don't know how it is these days.
No, but the modern one is like it's kind of affordable, but then again, it's techie, if you will, in that sense. So I mean,
it's cool.
yeah, I mean, have you seen them? They have all these like
Yeah.
fenders and bumpers and extra everything. Just
Well, I
to-
hope they have fenders and bumpers.
Yeah, but like the extra
'Cause it's
flared
the law.
ones and so on.
But you also have a lot of people in their 30s now on Twitch. So
Yeah.
you don't have just kids on Twitch.
Yeah,
You have a
it's
lot
like
of people
35
like
and under on Twitch.
yeah, exactly. So you have people who can actually afford this kind of cars.
Yeah. And then if they can't, this is a good way to get it in front of them. So when they can
Yeah.
attain that car, when
Yeah.
they have a job.
Mordecai said, "Imagine having enough money to buy a brand new car as a millennial or Gen Z."
As a what?
As a millennial or Gen Z.
or Gen Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And Stefan said, "New game on Surrogate, Car Park, the real version."
car park.
That would be quite nice, actually.
Yeah. How long would the car last? Think about it.
How long will the people
Let's
last
just
around the
think
car?
rental
Oh, you wanted it
cars.
with real people there too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that'd be interesting.
Musical chairs with cars on the Surrogate parking lot.
That would be cool.
That would be pretty
Oh.
amazing.
The cops will come though.
Can you imagine like we film it with a drone from above and you can see right down and just
Yeah.
spin around the parking
Yeah,
lot?
just doing huge donuts
Yeah.
around the.
And then you have music
area.
playing, we cut it out, and then you have to find a parking spot.
Hey, you don't have to. First thing you said was cars
And it was
in a parking garage.
He
Yeah.
was sold.
Parking
He's
lot.
fine.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
yeah.
Musical chairs with cars. That sounds awesome. Sold me. All right. Next week you're gonna see that on the Surrogate News.
Mordecai said again, 5 seconds after alpha testers get on their hands on it, it's destroyed.
Yeah, we're not alpha testing. It's going. We'll do it live. All right. Now we'll move on to our next topic of this week, and that is Surrogate News.
And in Surrogate News, we did musical chairs with a car.
Yes. Next week we're doing musical chairs. All right. As I said already, this week TGC Fabian hooked up his second game, or his
Third. Mordecai or someone corrected. I can't remember who. Sorry, but
So yeah,
he was
3
third.
games. One type of Robot Explorer, which he has hooked up online already.
When did he do that?
I played it like.
Do you even work here?
Yesterday or a couple of days ago. This week.
Really?
Yeah.
Fabian.
Yeah.
Because there's somebody else also hooked up a Robot Explorer.
Yeah, I play like we were playing Beat Saber after that with him, but
Oh, okay,
because,
cool.
Yeah, he has a robot that is
Yeah.
hooked up online.
Fabian's doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
And I really like this DS game. So anyways, yeah, check this out. I guess he's also going to have a Robot Explorer soon too. There's other people hooking those other robots up, so it's expanding. There's going to be some really cool stuff for you to try. And if you want to become a creator, click that creator button at the top. Probably the biggest news for us at Surrogate this past week, we had a thing with Ubisoft.
And we cannot talk about that.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't get the memo either?
What?
Yeah. I was about to announce it, and then I asked Mehdi, and Mehdi said, can't say anything about it yet.
When can we say
And
something
now we're
about
all
this?
going to jails. That's the new Surrogate News this week.
When can we say something about it?
That's,
I don't know.
well,
You don't know either.
yes, I know because it's not released officially.
next week?
yet. Yeah, it's. I don't know. They told me they will ping me. I had a discussion with them yesterday, but
Okay,
right now we're
well,
talking way too much about
You're
that.
hush hush.
Unfortunately,
Like-
I'm gonna skip this.
No.
But what's interesting in
There's a
Finland,
cool video here, but I can't tell you about it. So let me
but
just
the
skip
good
it.
part is that in Finland you can the jails let you go out actually. So when
They're
we'll
really
be in
nice,
jail-
and they have PlayStation
Yeah.
at
That's
the
what I was
jails.
gonna say. They have
Yeah.
PlayStation. So
If,
we're all
if
set.
we're lucky, there's a new PlayStation too.
Alright.
So
Yeah,
Well,
so
let's-
at least we'll be able to play a few games.
Maybe next week we can share with you guys. This is some pretty cool news, though. All right.
Amazing news.
Let's move on over here. So every week we do Robot Explorer, and this last week is no different. We did shopping spree, episode 2. So this time we drove our monster truck to the mall. If I can click this link, it's not letting me. But it was me and Stan driving the Robot Explorer, and we actually were able to buy some stuff at the store. Alexi was filming from afar,
Yes.
and we were getting some pretty cool reactions.
Yeah.
Let me pull this up to here. So here's Alexi. So when we finally got to the mall, there was we ran out of battery on something, right?
Ran out of battery and the trailer
phone.
snapped off. The zip ties.
So we had a
snapped
trailer
off.
on the back of this monster truck that you're seeing, and we were gonna buy products and stick it in the back. And in the back of the trailer, we also had 30 euros. That was like our limit for purchasing stuff for the day. But Alexi bought this stuff for us. And if we skip forward ahead here, you'll see what was like. It was a perfect ending. We went into first we went into a Bath and Body Works store. And apparently, Alexi was there. The lady was about to call security.
Yeah.
What?
Because we were driving around we couldn't find anybody in the store.
Yeah.
We're driving like, hello, Stan's talking because they can hear us through the robot. And he's like, hello, can you help me? You hear nothing. But apparently the lady was next to her phone.
Yeah, so
about to
the
dial,
lady
like, who
was
is this
right next to you
robot?
guys. You just can't see it on the camera angle right there. You can't see it, but she was right next to you. And then there was a customer. Initially, she was kind of listening to you guys, but you guys started bickering, and I was laughing so much.
Oh, you could hear us.
Yeah, you guys are arguing. Yeah.
Okay.
I could, and I was watching the stream, obviously, like from afar.
Right.
And she was trying to ask what's going on, but you guys are bickering, and then she was totally freaked out for some reason, and a customer came. Then she was talking to a customer, and you guys at that point thought she was talking to you, and you kept yelling, hello, hello. And then she was just like, in distress after the customer left, and then she started looking around and she kept looking at me, and I was like not in the situation at all. I was just sitting there on my phone watching a stream, so there was like no idea I was part of it. But she was so distressed, she was like, is anybody here? Like, I need someone. And she's like, do you know what this is? And I pretended to not know what it is because I didn't want to get busted. And then she said, I'm gonna call the security because I don't know if it's a bomb or something.
Wow. It's a bomb. This is the systemic issue we have with robots these days. They're all bombs.
But it was funny because I picked it up, then I just took it away because she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna take this out of your store and out of your way, lady. Okay. And then I put it on the ground, and I was kind of like, please drive off, so it doesn't make it obvious that I'm part of this. And then Stan's like, hey, Alexi.
Yeah, well, here we were trying to get out.
Like, why did you just say that? Hey, yeah, it's our bot. It's safe.
Because I wanted her to be okay with it. I wanted like them make a purchase there. So
anyways, once we got out, after Alexi took us out and we got all fixed up. Yeah. We found a toy store, and we drove in, and we found this first. The shop lady here first was like, I'm ignoring that thing. And we kept coming in, and we're like, hello, yes. Can you help us? And she's like, hello. And then she's super nice. She's like, what can I help you with? And we're like, we need to buy something for under 30 euros. And she started showing us around the store to different toys. And then eventually we ended up getting where is it? Right here. She first picked the toy, this bobblehead box, but then she's like, let me see if it'll fit in the back of that car. And then she's like going in with the box. No, it doesn't fit. And we're like, oh no, let's find something else. And then she found a where is it?
Yeah, I think we have to figure out how to hook up a tablet or something so that we can get the video feed.
Yeah, she hooked up she found a Minecraft plushie, and then she's like, that fits. And then we're like, she's like, can I take the 20 euros out the back? So it costs 20 euros. And we're like, yeah, you can take the 20 euros. Take it. And then we paid. And then right when we were driving away, our battery ran out.
Yeah, I was wondering what took you guys so long because I wasn't like following the stream.
Yeah, there she is. She's like, here, I'm giving your change back. So it was a really funny. And then our battery goes out. Like, no! Are you kidding me?
But she was a really good sport because I went up to her and I explained what it is, and she was like, "This is so cool."
And this is what she saw. This is us. We're just like in the camera. This is what the lady in the Bath and Body Works saw. It was me and Stan here bickering.
Yeah.
Okay, so it
But it was
actually had a
super
monitor.
cool.
Okay, my bad.
We should try
Yeah.
that in a retirement house, like going with old people.
Yeah, we could.
That would be good. 'cause,
Yes,
like,
because we can entertain them
yeah,
during the COVID.
they
and
love
the-
company, so
yeah.
you could just go talk to them and.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is what we saw at the end. We're like, well, we can't drive out of here like this. We're staring at the ceiling.
Yeah.
So then Alexi came in and got it. But what she was okay with it. She was cool with it.
She was, yeah, she loved it. She said, "What is this thing?" And I'm gonna tell all my friends about it. And then I went home, and I think my girlfriend watched this at the same time, and then she said that is my high school classmate or friend.
Yeah, small
So
world.
it's a small world, yeah.
Small world here in Finland. But if you want to check out what we're going to do next week, I don't have it in front of me right now, but it's usually something funny. We're going to take our robot somewhere on a 4G network through Surrogate. So tune in every Wednesday at 4 p.m. We've changed the times a little bit, which is GMT +2, or if you're in East Coast US, that's 9 a.m. Unfortunately, that's a big time difference, but it's live hosted. Me and Stan are driving somewhere, doing something. Also, we are bringing back SumoBots tournaments.
Woohoo!
And it's today, right?
Yes, today.
Today at 7
Yep.
p.m. Finish time, GMT +2, not 3. This says 3. This is the old time, which is also 12 p.m. noon in East Coast. If we look at how it's been changing, these we got City, which was in first place, has now dropped down to second place, and Wilburst, who was in third on the week before, is now in first place, and Garfy is dropped from second all the way down to fifth. So it's a pretty intense battle.
And we have today, Stan is hosting,
Okay.
and we could show the prizes here. There's the winner's prize, because we haven't been live for what, a few weeks now? So
This
we're
is
going to
the
be
prize
giving
for
away
the winner.
Yeah,
Or-
we're going to be giving that's winner gets
First place.
Yes, surrogate merch t-shirt. Then for
I like this shirt. It's a cool shirt.
second and third place we have a mouse pad and a mug.
Yeah, you don't want to throw those.
No. Well, I mean, I could throw the mug at you,
Yeah,
but
right through the TV, through the wall.
Not the TV.
All right, so but yeah, it's an intense battle, and then we're in season 2 currently, and that ends when? At the end of December.
no beginning.
Beginning of
Or like
December.
11th, 12th. I'm sure Mordecai's going to hop in chat right now and tell us.
Okay, well, in December,
Or someone else who knows.
In December, the season 2 is going to end of SumoBots, which is where the top 3 people on this leaderboard are going to win like a SumoBot themselves, as well as some other really cool prizes.
Yeah.
So if you want to get in, you can come in at any time because this is an LO system. So all you got to do is beat a couple of the people at the top, and you're going to start shooting up to the top. So there's that.
Yeah,
It's
and then
anybody's
that-
game still.
And every Friday, I always do a live stream tournament, and we give out prizes there as well. So if you're not fighting for big prizes, come fight for the weekly prizes.
That's true. Like today,
Yes.
these prizes right here.
And again, free to play.
And it's free to play. If we look at the leaderboards across the entire platform, right now, Batman, Lunar Braxton is the #1 player there. Race Real Cars 143, Kevnik is still holding top spot. Oktoberfest, Pruned, 1,015 games on Oktoberfest. Top spot right now with most played games. SumoBots, Wilburst, as I said, is in first. And then Mario Kart Live, FX Traders in first with the lowest time of 134, which is
Very
pretty
impressive.
fast.
Yeah, it's super fast.
Also, what to have to remember at Mario Kart Live, first place will be getting their own
Mario Kart.
Mario
right?
Kart, second place Mario RC car, and third one is gonna get
Something Mario, I guess. So cool prizes.
When does that end again? I can't keep up.
It was
with
a
all these
month long,
timelines.
but
yeah, it
I
was a month long. So,
so
I
it's
think
the end of
there's-
this month.
But I think there might be some changes to that.
So
we will keep you
around the
posted.
end of this month, there's a tournament, and it says it on the game. So when you're in the game, it says the countdown, right?
should.
Yeah,
it
the
should.
tournament has a countdown.
Yeah.
So if you go play Mario Kart, it's every day at 5 at finish time, right? Starts
Yeah.
every weekday 5, and it's super fun. I really like the game,
World's biggest Mario Kart track.
and it's on the world's biggest Mario Kart track too. That's true. If we go look at the top clip of the week, this was clipped by BN102, and it was on the Robo Combat, which ended yesterday, right? Or it ended
Yes,
yesterday.
it was yesterday.
Ended yesterday. And this one, instead of fighting themselves, these two Robo Combat are fighting a Pikachu.
Yeah.
And they're just bashing a Pikachu, but their armor keeps flying off on this toy. So they just keep hitting a Pikachu, but somehow Pikachu's knocking their armor off. You'll see the next one flies off as well.
There's
another one.
Is there a third
armor.
robot in the back as well?
It looks like it's just standing there.
Yeah.
I don't know what part of the night this was, but
Could
This
you
was
elaborate?
the very last match.
the very last match of the. Okay, so
This was
is
a
the clip.
handout to all the players.
Okay,
This is like Grimberg.
so they got to fight a Pikachu.
This is Grimberg waiting to get some sleep, and he's just like,
It's like, all right, Pikachu.
you know, whatever. Let's just throw these things on here.
Yeah,
Actually, I
well,
have to give credit to Oskari on that one, but yeah.
yeah, we don't condone Pikachu or Pokemon violence.
Yeah.
All the time.
Just telling you. But they sometimes end up on the Sumo Bots.
They're
So
just-
Sumo Bots is coming back. It's on the same arena. And there was the Broom God showing who's boss. All right, so that is the end of the Ninja Robot podcast. You can find us across all social medias at SurrogateTV. Also, if you want to listen to this podcast instead of watch it for some reason, you can check it out on Spotify and iTunes. It'll be uploaded there as well. If there's nothing else to...
Remember, don't watch Ninja Robot podcast while you drive.
Yeah, don't watch it while you drive. Only watch Honda Twitch reveal on Twitch when you're driving.
Yeah. When
that
you're
again?
driving, exactly.
I'm not saying anything again. All right, so this was our what? Our seventh podcast. So if you have any comments or if you think of any ways that we can improve this, do let us know. We take the feedback very well.
Or if you have questions.
If you have any questions about anything, you can definitely contact us at hello@surrogate.tv. But yes, without anything else, we can end today's podcast, and you can check us out next Friday, same time, where we can talk about all of the top game, robotics, arcade, esports, maker, and surrogate TV news of that week. Thank you, everybody. I'm Shane.
Thank you. I'm Mehdi. See you soon.
See you next week. Have a good one.